Hi, we just studied what is an acid, what is a base, and what are salts, and also their different kinds of properties. Now, let's look for different questions. First, let's go for small one-mark questions. Name the gas usually liberated when a dilute acid reacts with a metal. What happens when burning candle is brought near the gas? As we have studied, always when a dilute acid is added to metal, hydrogen gas is liberated. When hydrogen gas liberated is attacked in front of a candle, it makes a popping sound that cracks the hydrogen gas. So the gas liberated is hydrogen. It burns with pop sound when burning candle is brought near the gas. Next question. Curd is not kept in copper and brass utensils. Why? You know, copper is a metal. Brass is an alloy. Brass is an alloy of metals. So, curd, substances like curd have the content or the presence of acid in them. This presence makes them to react with copper and brass, and they will release poisonous compounds which is immensely and intensely lethal to our health. So that's why curd is not kept in copper and brass utensils. The pH of a sample of vegetable soup was found to be 6.5. How is this soup likely to taste? 6.5 pH means it is below 7. pH scale 7 means neutral. Below 7 is acidic. 6.5 means the soup is weakly acidic or less acidic. So since it is an acidic substance, this will be slightly sour to taste. Next, short answer type questions, 2 marks. State the chemical name of plaster of Paris. Write a chemical equation to show the reaction between plaster of Paris and water. Plaster of Paris is nothing but calcium sulfate hemihydrate. When it reacts with water, it again forms gypsum. CaSO4 dot half H2O plus 1.5 H2O giving CaSO4 dot 2 H2O. This is gypsum. State in brief the preparation of washing soda from baking soda. Write balanced chemical equation of the reaction involved. So what is baking soda and what is washing soda? Baking soda is sodium hydrogen carbonate and washing soda is sodium carbonate. When sodium hydrogen carbonate, sodium bicarbonate is heated, sodium carbonate Na2CO3 is formed with water and carbon dioxide. Na2CO3 plus water gives Na2CO3 dot H2O, which is its hydrated form. What is the color of ferrous sulfate crystals? FeSO4 dot 7H2O. How does this color change on heating? Give balanced chemical equation for the changes. As you all know, ferrous sulfate crystals are green in color. It becomes dirty white on heating. Because why? FeSO4 dot 7H2O when heated gives FeSO4 plus 7H2O, which means the hydrated part in the ferrous sulfate crystals is gone. The green color is made by the hydrated format 7H2O, which on heating is lost by the ferrous sulfate crystal in the hydrated form, and pure FeSO4 is having a dirty white color. Next, short answer type question, 3 marks. What is universal indicator? Write the chemical equation involved in the preparation of sodium hydroxide. Name the process. So, as you all know, indicator is a substance that indicates a particular property or behavior of that substance. Universal indicator is a mixture of synthetic indicators which is used to find the pH of solutions. In chemistry, universal indicator fills that purpose. The next part, write chemical equation involved in the preparation of sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide is prepared from sodium chloride. As you can see in the question, NaCl plus H2O is electrolyzed, NaOH and H2 and Cl2 is formed. NaOH is formed in aqueous format. Hydrogen and chlorine gases are evolved. This process is called chlor-alkali process. This process involves the passage of electricity through sodium chloride. Next question. Write the name given to the bases that are highly soluble in water. Give an example. Next part. How is tooth decay related to pH? How can it be prevented? C part. Why does bee sting cause pain and irritation? Rubbing of baking soda on the sting gives relief. How? For the first question, write the name given to bases that are highly soluble in water. Those bases which are highly soluble in water are called alkalis. Example, sodium hydroxide. Tooth decay and pH is very well related. Lower the pH, more will be the tooth decay. This happens means tooth enamel is made of calcium phosphate. When acidity occurs or more of an acid content is there in our mouth, the acid reacts with calcium phosphate and it causes tooth decay. It can be only prevented by brushing teeth after every meal and cleaning our mouth and teeth frequently. Next question, why does bee sting cause pain and irritation? Rubbing of baking soda on the sting gives relief. It is due to formic acid. As a prevention, the bee causes the emission of such kind of formic acid to our skin. That formic acid causes pain and irritation. While rubbing baking soda, sodium hydrogen carbonate acts like a mild base to neutralize the acid formed and a neutralization reaction occurs that gives us a small relief. Next question, name the products formed in each case when hydrochloric acid reacts with caustic soda, granulated zinc reacts with caustic soda, carbon dioxide is passed through lime water. First one, hydrochloric acid is reacted with caustic soda. What is caustic soda? It is nothing but sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide and hydrochloric acid reacts to give sodium chloride and water. It is an acid plus base giving salt plus water. Sodium chloride is the salt. Next one, granulated zinc reacts with caustic soda. Zinc plus NaOH giving Na2ZnO2 plus H2. This is the reaction of a metal with a base which gives salt and hydrogen gas. The salt is sodium zincate. C part, carbon dioxide is passed into lime water. What is lime water? It is nothing but calcium hydroxide. When calcium hydroxide and calcium dioxide reacts, calcium carbonate is formed. Calcium carbonate is also called limestone. So CaOH twice plus CO2 giving CaCO3 plus H2O. Long answer questions, 5 marks. A student dropped few pieces of marble in dilute hydrochloric acid contained in a test tube. The evolved gas was then passed through lime water. What change would be observed in lime water? What will happen if excess of gas is passed through lime water? With the help of balanced chemical equation for all the changes, explain the observation. So what just happened here? The student first dropped few pieces of marble in dilute HCl. Marble is chemically calcium carbonate. Calcium carbonate and HCl reacts together to form calcium chloride and H2O plus CO2. The evolved gas was then passed through lime water. In this reaction, the evolved gas is carbon dioxide. When it is passed through lime water is turning milky, which means lime water is calcium hydroxide. As you can see here, calcium hydroxide plus CO2 again gives CaCO3 plus H2O. If excess of the evolved gas, which means CO2, is passed through lime water, the milkiness will disappear and the formation of calcium hydrogen carbonate in water which is soluble takes place. CaCO3 plus H2O plus CO2 gives CaHCO3 twice, as you can see in the equation. So passing CO2 through lime water makes the lime water milky, but passing excess of CO2 through lime water makes the solution visible like calcium hydrogen carbonate soluble in the water. Next question, state reason for the following statements. Let's go one by one. Tap water conducts electricity whereas distilled water does not. Why? Simple reason. Electricity is only conducted by moving ions. In tap water, the ions present, which is moving, that conducts electricity, which is not present in distilled water, which does not conduct electricity. Dry hydrogen chloride gas does not turn blue litmus red, whereas dilute HCl does. This is because in dry hydrogen chloride gas, water is not present. Hydrogen ion, H plus ion, along with hydronium ion, which is present when water comes into action, only turns blue litmus red, or in other words, the more prominent behavior of acidic behavior is only shown in the presence of water. In hydrogen gas, water part is not there. In dilute hydrochloric acid, water part is there. During summer season, milkman usually adds a very small amount of baking soda to fresh milk. This is to prevent the milk from changing to lactic acid. Milk over time changes to lactic acid. Addition of baking soda prevents this. So milk can be kept fresh. For a dilution of acid, acid is added into water and not water into acid. This is because by adding water into acid, this is a huge, high, risky exothermic reaction that even may lit the places of the atmosphere that doing this thing into the dangerous situation. So this is avoided and its acid is slowly added to water with constant stirring. Ammonia is a base but does not contain hydroxyl group. Why? Because ammonia, when poured in water or when added to water, it forms ammonium hydroxide, which then ionizes to form NH4 plus and OH minus. This OH minus is responsible for the basic character of ammonia. Next question, identify the acid and the base whose combination forms the common salt that you use in your food. Write the formula and chemical name of the salt. Name the source from which it is obtained. What is rock salt? Mention its color and the reason due to which it has this color. What happens when electricity is passed through brine? Write the chemical equation for it. So let's go for first part. The common salt is formed from HCl and NaOH. The reaction is NaOH plus HCl giving NaCl plus H2O, the common neutralization reaction. It is a combination form. Its formula, the sodium chloride formula is NaCl. It is obtained from seawater. Rock salt is the common name for mineral halite. Its chemical formula is NaCl. It may be white or light blue or yellow depending upon the impurities present in it. When electricity is passed through brine, which means 10% aqueous solution of sodium chloride. As you can see, NaCl plus H2O giving NaOH plus H2 plus Cl2, which means sodium hydroxide is formed and hydrogen and chloride gas are liberated.